The Industrial Revolution had some negative outcomes, one of which was problems with the health of the general peoples. The main people this affected were working-class families living in poor neighborhoods. In this households, plumbing and living conditions were poor, making it easy for disease and infection to spread with ease. Contaminated water was the main problem with healthcare. Factories would dump waste into the streams and rivers. These same rivers were used in people's homes for washing and cooking. Another problem involving water was sewage. Water supply was infected with human sewage when factories had inadequate plumbing. When it rained, sewage would overflow into gutters, and eventually into rivers and streams. Cholera and typhoid were the main diseases that existed during this time. Both spread easily due to the unhygienic state of the streets and households. Other diseases that existed during this time were yellow fever, malaria, smallpox, and tuberculosis. All improvements in farming, storage, distribution, and much more were proven to be important developments of the modern medicine. When farming, storage, and distribution improved, nutrition improved as well. Not only nutrition, but when the sanitation and hygiene levels became normal, the death rates reduced significantly. To do this, surgeons started to sterilize their instruments before surgery, causing deaths from bacterial infections to decrease too. But if people were to be infected, anesthetics created by Joseph Lister were used to cure them. Also, anesthesia was used during the process of surgery to reduce the patient's pain. Many doctors started to wash their hands before dealing with their patients, and more people started to bathe and change their clothes more often. Once germs problems were taken care of for the most part, the main part of curing the diseases now became the task at hand. Now, vaccines for rabies and anthrax, created by Louis Pasteur, and other diseases were created to lower the death rates even more. Also developed pasteurization, a process that killed disease-carrying microbes in milk. Many other diseases were now starting to be accounted for, like yellow fever and malaria were carried on mosquitoes. Also, the bacteria that caused tuberculosis was found by Robert Koch.